What's poppin', y'all? What's poppin'? Got a power pack show for y'all today, man. This is more of my speed doing a show a week instead of giving out a whole bunch of content. Tell me what y'all prefer, quality or quantity? Do y'all want more or do y'all want the quality when I do release an episode or any podcast y'all listen to? What y'all prefer, quality or quantity? So on this episode, man, the Grammys just happened. We got to talk about it. We got to salute some individuals and we got to give some individuals some real talk. Also, we got to talk about Tyrese, man. What Tyrese talking about? He would prefer to be Latina than black, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Usher, he had the interview on Shannon Sharp. I ain't going to talk about the group that he said he was a part of with Jay-Z, Diddy, and Pharrell. I ain't going to talk about the Super Bowl. He said something real profound that I think everybody needs to hear. Also, we're going to talk about, man, Nikki Haley's interview on The Breakfast Club. You know, I've been kicking her back in lately. Pause. Because she's been saying some crazy things, man, about the Civil War. And there's no such thing as slavery in the United States. We're going to talk about something that Candace Owens said on her show. And I'm starting to, embrace her ideology more. I like Candace Owens. She's saying some things, man, that I can relate to. And a lot of people don't like Candace Owens, man, but sorry. She said, blame the distributors. When it comes to hip hop and when it comes to music, don't blame the consumer. Don't blame the artist. Blame the people who's distributing this trash. And I agree with her on that. Another thing we're going to talk about also is, did Benzino smoke Eminem? Oh my God. I'm sorry to my Caucasian friends. I apologize up front. I'm not a fan of Benzino or Eminem, but I think y'all need to go listen to them records. Let's get into the conversation, man.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
Man, one thing I want to say before I get into this about the Grammys. I put a poll up. You scroll down, I put a poll up. The poll had all the artists that was nominated for the Grammys. It had Nas on there. It has Metro Boomin on there. It had Gunna on there. Gunna won the poll unanimously, 53%. Next was Metro Boomin. Third was Nas, and fourth was Killer Mike. Now, me personally, y'all know who music that I prefer. I prefer Nas music. It's just my age group. That's the flyness. That's what I can relate to. The education, the bars, the lyrics, everything about Nas. I salute him. I appreciate Nas, what he gives to the culture. The adversity that Gunna faced with the snitching allegations that we cannot prove that he snitched yet. All thing we can prove is the videos that came out about yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. When he was in the court of law. Metro Boomin, he's not even an artist. He's a producer, but he put together a fantastic body of work. So I salute Metro Boomin for that, for even being nominated. But Killer Mike, salute to Killer Mike, man. Like, I may have preferred Nas music more. It may be my cup of tea more. The bars may have been better to me. I ain't saying that they are better overall. I'm keeping it objective, just my perspective. And I knew though, when I first heard that Killer Mike, I knew what it was. I knew it was album of the year. I knew it was the best hangout. I knew it was high quality. I knew where it was recorded at with the Dungeon Family. I seen he had the Andre 3000 verse with the Future on there, with the 666 Mafia production, who gets slept on. You can't sleep on 36 Mafia production, man. I'm from Tennessee. I'm even repping Memphis right now. I'm repping Memphis, the Tigers. But you cannot sleep on 36 Mafia production. And you can't sleep on Killer Mike album, and he deserves the Grammy.
You can't tell me, you cannot tell me that you get too old. You can't tell me it's too late. You can't tell me dreams come true. It is a sweet, it is a sweet, it is a...
It is a sweep. He didn't just win the Grammy for Album of the Year. He won 3 Grammys. I don't know the other 2. I'm kind of tipsy right now. I'm sipping on this. I haven't had no wine in 3 months. This Orville Vineyards Red Blend, Monterey County, California, 2019. I'm tipsy, but I don't know the other 2 categories he won in, but he won 3. He swept the hip hop categories with the records, with the performance, with the album. And I appreciate Killer Mike, man. That was dope. But why did this have to happen after he won the Grammys?
Hey, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. What the fuck? Tell us about it. That's cool, Mike.
I don't know. It's early. What he was arrested for? Did he have warrants? Why are they at a ceremony where they're awarding people? I just need to know what he's been arrested for. If y'all have any information about that, leave it in the comment section. Y'all might see this a day or 2 after and everything unfolds. But I feel weird about that. Like, I feel like it's a hidden agenda behind it. And I'm not the only person that feels that way. I'm going to read a few tweets from the anonymous, the person who tweets the craziest tweets the most. And y'all know who it is, man. We talk about his tweets a lot on this channel. Meek Mill tweets. So I don't F with the Grammys. I always have big Grammy parties and have the heaviest business and biggest I can't read his tweets. Entertainments with us at the night because we actually have the real influence on the culture. Propaganda at an all-time high too. I love Killer Mike. Big inspiration to me. He need more awards for the things he does for the culture, but getting 3 Grammys and getting arrested immediately after is insanity. To arrest Killer Mike immediately after the Grammys propaganda, a lot of people are questioning the decision making and basis of the award choosing in the Gen Z era. The timing to award black men be totally off. Now he has a point. He's saying something and he ain't saying nothing, and his grammar is kind of ridiculous, dog. But Nas won a Grammy later in his life. Why do we have to wait to get older to win Grammys later in life? Like, is that award that prestigious? And he's talking about in the Gen Z era. I don't never see youthful artists winning Grammys, ever. And that should say something to the people who listen to this podcast, who loves hip hop. Ageism shouldn't be a thing. We just did a show talking about ageism in hip hop. It should not be a thing because we're being awarded later in life, like at the latter stages of life. They awarded that man for having the best album, and his album was the best. And we shouldn't feel like age is a thing. You ain't cool no more because you aging. You're actually cooler. I could tell y'all about a conversation I had at the vitamin store yesterday. Just to get off topic for a minute. I'm going to get off topic. I was with a man from Chicago. He was ringing me up. It's my boy, man. I always go up there and buy CBD gummies. I buy black seed oil. I buy pumpkin seed oil. What else I buy for a health regimen? I buy melatonin, just a few things from his store. He has mushroom energy drinks and all of that type of stuff. He has black soap, real black soap and stuff like that. And we was having a conversation. I was telling him about my podcast. He's an Italian man, white Italian man. He's from Chicago. He got the newspapers hanging up of Jordan. After winning all the championships, all 6 of them, he has, what's my boy name? Q-Tip group. What's that group? A Tribe Called Quest. He has pictures of them, plaques and everything in his vitamin store because he loves hip hop. And I told him what my podcast was about. He said, man, hip hop is in a bad place right now. I said, why you say that, dog? Because I can't like detach myself from hip hop. I feel as if I am hip hop. I make the beats. I rap. I sing. I create graphics. I talk about the culture. I try to uplift the artist and speak from an objective perspective about the culture. I said, why you say it's in a bad place? He said, the lyricism is dead. He said, it's all violence. He said, it's nothing positive. He said, hip hop has become a shit show. He said, the people that the record labels are highlighting ain't even good. I was like, damn, that's all true. He ain't lied to me one time about hip hop. He ain't lied to me at all. Now, I'm going to switch the topic up. I'm going to get off of that. Salute to Killer Mike. No, I ain't going to switch the topic up yet. Let me stay on the Grammys. It's just my perspective. Hit the wine. I remember a few years ago, Kanye was on that yak at the Grammys. He was hot about Taylor Swift beating Beyonce. Smoking hot on that yak. Came up there on the stage with Taylor Swift. We talked about Taylor Swift on the last episode being the biggest. The biggest. We integrate ourselves with American culture. American culture, we're not the dominant part of American culture. To me, they are allowing us to participate in their thing. And Jay-Z had something to say at the Grammys today. It caught my attention because he boycotted the Grammys a couple of times. He didn't show up. He showed up this time, and he had this to say.
But, some things, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you made it, Rob. Some of you don't belong in the category. No, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell it.
I'm going to pause it for a minute. I'm going to play that again, though. What caught my attention was that those people in the crowd thought that what he was saying was hilarious. He was not being a comedian right there. He was being honest.
But, some things, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you made it, Rob. Some of you don't belong in the category. No, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. But outside of that, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second, just in life. As my daughter sits and stares at me nervous as I am. Just in life, you got to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you chairman. Until they call you a genius. Until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me?
Like a lot of artists ain't gonna get to see that point though, Hov. I agree with what you said at the end about keep showing up. Because you got to keep showing up, dog. In any aspect of life, you got to keep showing up because ain't nobody going to give you nothing. We living in a place and in a time to where everything is manufactured for profit. Capitalism. Gain. If it's hot, I want to monetize it and I want to get me a piece of it. And one thing I want to tell Hove, I know he probably won't watch my show, but if he get a chance to see this years down the line after the show blow up, or if somebody watching this show can share this with Hove, stop getting tipsy in public, dog. That ain't the Hove we used to. We ain't used to the Hove drinking Douce in public. We ain't used to the Hove smoking cigars in public, because you saying things you normally wouldn't be affected by. But that alcohol, it wasn't that you got nervous. It was that alcohol, that truth now. That alcohol get how you telling the truth. You see, when Kanye did the thing with Taylor Swift, he walked up there with that bottle of yak. Everybody knows what that alcohol do. It makes you start telling the truth. You in your mind. So we ain't used to that Hove that's on the Douce or the Ace of Spades in public, man. Real talk. Keep that reserved for the house. Salute the Hove. Salute to Killer Mike. Salute to Afro Beats. Tyler. Tim's. Salute to everybody, man, doing their thing. Everybody that's black. Everybody that's being nominated. Salute to Carla Ray. She got nominated 2 times. But I'm saying salute when I know a lot of the things are manufactured. And with that being said, now we're going to switch the topic to the Candace Owens conversation about blame the distributors, blame the people that's curating this music, that's putting it in places where we can hear it repetitively, and we're programmed to think that we like something that we actually do not even care about.
That is correct. And that is why I wanted to call out today who's distributing this music, because you're making her into a star. You're doing it artificially. You're hearing this music. You know it's bad, but you know that you're a kingmaker. You can just pretend it's good, get it more plays, and then make it a hit record. Coach Keith writes, it's one thing to allow filthy music to be made, but it's another thing to, 1, only reward the artists that create filthy music, and 2, promote it over other music. It is deliberate. Of course, that brings us to think about the Grammys, right? When they're making these decisions of who can even perform at the Grammys, as we've covered. Why would you allow this individual to perform at the Grammys? Blink and Sexy Red will be on the Grammy stage. Blink and Sexy Red will be given a Grammy. And you're going to say, how did this happen? And the answer, of course, is that is very much intentional.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
You know, as a person who creates music, like the gatekeeping, it's on a high level, but it's also on a small level. I'm going to talk about something that I shouldn't even care about, even address, or even have any type of intentions of fucks to give about. So it's a radio station at home in my hometown in Knoxville, Tennessee, a small college town where the University of Tennessee is located. 104.5. And they only play like one artist ever that's not even from the city. No disrespect to Mr. Mac. Salute to 865 Mr. Mac and all of that. He's not even from Knoxville. He's from Alcoa, a city that's touching the city. It's still in the same area code, same zip code and everything. Salute to him. He makes dope music. He owns a studio and all of that. And he's a pretty cool guy. But the radio station will tell you that your music is not quality enough. Your music is not good enough to play on the radio. And these people are bone country bumpkins who haven't even seen the world. I've been all over the world, dog. Left the country, done been to the West Coast, the East Coast, down south, up north, done experienced life with a lot to say. But they tell me what I create isn't of value because they gatekeeping the radio station. Let me get off of that. So when I think about the radio station, the blog sites, I want to be a place of integrity. I don't want to be a place when you come to my channel or you come to my platform and it's not integrity. I'm on here capping because somebody giving me a check. Let me hit the wine. It's a lot of places like that. I like DJ Academics, but he's one of those places. I like Complex, but they're one of those places. You could pay to be number one. I like Hot New Hip Hop, but they're one of those places. You can tell by the articles that these people write, the things that they say that's uplifting trash. The radio stations that's accepting payola, that's playing trash. To be honest with you, no disrespect to Glorilla, her music is trash. No disrespect to Sexy Red, her music is trash. No disrespect to Ice Spice, her music is trash. No disrespect to a lot of these individuals, but their music is trash, dog. And it's getting heavy play, heavy rotation on the platforms that everybody dreams to be on. I know a lady right now in North Carolina that plays the piano, the guitar, the flute. She plays the drums. She sings. She's raps. She's fly. She's pretty. And nobody knows her. And I'm not even going to say her name. I'm not even going to say her name because the reason I'm not going to say her name is not that I don't want to highlight her. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She just enjoys creating. That's a real artist to me. That's a real artist. And it's not about the accolades. It's not about being famous. We all want to be famous, but we all want the accolades. We all want the success. Trash though, dog. Now, Ice Spice just came out with a song. I'm going to play a snippet of it. I said this podcast wasn't going to be monetizable. I'm going to play a snippet of it. It's called Fart or something like that. Thank you to shit fart. Thank you to shit fart. Let's listen to some of this.
What the fuck I'ma say in the intro?
Beat hard
You
though.
want me to say something so bad?
Stop playing with them, Ryan.
Can you please?
Think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fault.
Nah,
I be going hard.
nah,
I'm breaking their hearts. Like, bitches be quick, but I'm quicker. Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker. She could be rich, but I'm richer.
damn.
Taking her man.
Taking her man.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
I promise to y'all, I won't be disrespectful. What y'all think I'm going to say before I say it? God, I can't say it. I can't even say it. Y'all know what I want to say. When y'all heard Ice Spice rap, what y'all think, dog? Hold up.
Bitch, you not even the fault.
Nah,
I be going hard.
nah,
I'm breaking their hearts. Like, bitches be quick, but I'm quicker. Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker. She could be rich, but I'm richer.
damn.
His bitch at home playing dress up.
I'ma respect YouTube community guidelines. That's all I can do because this is my channel. I don't want to get it demonetized or none of that. I'ma respect YouTube community guidelines. What y'all think I want to say about Ice Spice? Leave it in the comment section and I'll approve it. But so Hot New Hip Hop, they put out a statement. They wrote something about that song. I'm going to read what they wrote and tell me if y'all agree with what they wrote. The rap sensation on a meteoric rise has dropped her first release of 2024 with the unconventional track, Thank You to Shit Fart. The song introduces a unique and attention-grabbing element with Ice Spice drawing comparisons between herself and another woman using the new viral line, Thank you to be, you not even a fart. The distinct choice of lyrics in the opening chorus has become quickly a talking point, capturing the curiosity of listeners and igniting discussions across social media platforms. Man, stop. Who talking about this song? Capturing the curiosity of listeners and igniting discussions across social media platforms. Man, if y'all hot new hip hop stop, they paid y'all to write a nice thing to say about this record. Thank you to fart. Let me read some more. Serves as a bold declaration of assertive self-confidence and superiority. Ice Spice employs direct and unapologetic language to establish dominance over her peers, touching on themes of wealth, physical appeal, and personal prowess. The lyrics reflect a contemporary cultural emphasis on material success and individual empowerment. Let me keep reading. Hold up. In competitive environments, the song's first snippet made its debut on Ice Spice social media channels on January 7th, accompanied by an image featuring Nintendo character Mario. The snippet unveiled the new iconic lyrics of the chorus. Listen though, man. Listen what they say. Hold up, man. This is real disrespectful. Serves as a bold declaration of assertive self-confidence and superiority.
I'm breaking their hearts like bitches be quick, but I'm quicker. Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker. She could be rich, but I'm richer. Damn.
If you are a person that's in power that's distributing this trash, man, why? I know why you're doing it for profit reasons, though. But this is horrible, dog. This is horrible. I'm getting ready to take a pause in the conversation, and we're gonna bring up another conversation. But I'm gonna play my new record that I released on Apple Music, Spotify. Well, it's not released yet. I sent it to those platforms. They haven't approved it yet, but it's up on the YouTube channel right below this video. My new single, Wipe the Tears. Let's go.
All of your soul can wait till tomorrow, child. You've got to wipe your tears away. Ooh, please try to wipe your tears away.
My time is precious, the grind relentless, the paper stupendous. I'm in it to win it. Gotta wipe the tears, remove the fears. Your win is near, the king is here. The jets are leer, the crowd a cheer. Make this a career, I'm feeling victorious. This life is glorious, did it big, notorious. This chick a sorceress, the head immaculate. Dollars I'm stacking it, make sure that it's accurate. They try to devalue it, but the plan I'm mapping it. Just happen to master it, the feeling is fabulous. The game is scandalous, you niggas is analysts. They tried to shackle us, no one could cancel us. Lames I never trust, they put me in cuffs. Big paper is a must, I lust for 100 M's. Real talk, I know I'm here, now I'm back up again.
Be cool, boy. She'll come back by New Year. And all of your feelings will be to him. So no need to wipe away those tears.
Left paper trails, niggas didn't wish me well, but what the hell? Anyway, I prevail. The boat sails, the kush I inhale. Time will tell how your hustle turned out. I took the other ride, cause the block was burned out. I gotta keep moving, never settle for losing. Used to be clueless, but who you think you fooling? Cautious how I'm moving, relationships abuse them.
Relationships abused them. It's more than the movement. If you didn't stay down right now, you looking stupid. Man, check out the record, man. I'm going to put a link in the description to my Apple Music. Or the Spotify also is in the description. And you can check out the records. But I want to read something that Tyrese said, man. I'm a fan of Tyrese's music. I'm a fan of him, Genuine, and Tank music. Also, they coming back together. I'm a fan of his acting in the Fast and Furious and all the movies, the Baby Boys and all of that, man. What type of time this nigga on, man? Let's read this. I've learned a lot. Oh, hold up. That's the wrong one. Tyree, sometimes I wish I was born Latino. I mean, the Latin community is grounded in family, loyal, entrepreneurs, businessmen, and women literally represent the dream, the grind, the hustle, doing whatever it takes to stick together against all lies. If us is black culture was more grounded in these integral, real magical nuances of us, we would be dominant. I don't know. These niggas can't spell when they get on Twitter, man. They can't spell to say they life or write stuff right. Slow down, dog. But what type of time is Tyrese on? Because the same things that he's saying is going on in the Latin community, entrepreneurs, businessmen, and women literally representing the dream, is the same thing that's happening in the black community. I live in Charlotte. Women are doing their thing around here. Women are highly successful. Women are owning businesses, making $100,000, getting $100,000 a year jobs. They taking care of business. They handling business. They damn near taking care of the men out here. So what is he talking about? He want to be get out of LA. See, he from Watts. He from LA. That's the majority. Come over here where it's black excellence. And you might think that what's excellent to us over here as black people ain't excellence because you in LA. Man, we don't care about all that, dog. What you talking about, dog? You a coon at the end of the day for saying that. And I don't care if anybody disagree with me. That's coon behavior for talking like that against your own people. Even though I can see how people are getting tired of black behavior. Even when I did the Waka Flocka episode, man, and I was talking about how we need to conduct ourselves around the police. How we need to stop highlighting ignorance on social media. I can see how people are tired of niggas. It's a difference between niggas and black people. I want y'all to know that too. It's a difference. It's a big difference between niggas, black folks, educated Africans, Americans. It's a difference. It's just my perspective, man. And I hope that I can provoke thought because y'all know what time it is. Let's read the rest of that tweet though. I've learned a lot from the Jewish community, sticking together, eating dinner every Friday together. I've learned a lot about the Muslim community throughout all my travels in the Middle East. They have a father structure where they honor their fathers. The Middle East, the thinking and the mentality is that they would much rather have a son over a daughter because they know that there is nothing like the leadership of a father and a man being the head of the household. I ain't gonna cap to you. What y'all think about that? He is highlighting and giving props to all other people except his own people. Like when you go to other countries, they are more pure in who they are and try to keep who they are pure. In America, it's a whole bunch of mixed up stuff. This is where you from, dog. And I don't view a male child no higher than a female child. Because you can have leadership from a male perspective, but the females create life. That should be something that should be highlighted. They create life, dog. So we can't minimize that, man. I would rather have a son. Man, stop that. I have no idea how we lost our way. We can't get anything done and accomplished. As a fragmented culture, insecure, threatened by each other, and competitive towards our own race, killing ourselves every single day frivolously. The majority of us is black men, and the millions are locked up in prison. One thing niggas gotta stop doing is highlighting the negative. There's negative going on in all cultures. It may just not be prevalent and relevant in your presence. You may be in an atmosphere where you're seeing all the good. You're seeing all the positive of that race or that peculiar type of people. You might be seeing all the positive. But to me, everybody got something bad going on, dog. Quit highlighting the negatives. Talk about what's good about us. Of course we are beyond powerful, influential, and successful, but imagine if we all linked up like other communities have linked, poured and built up on each other instead of moving like fragmented and dysfunctional. We have what it takes to take over the world. We are nothing trying to do it alone. Chime in. Would love to know your thoughts. I like that he asked people to chime in. He would love to know the other individuals' thoughts, because I agree with what he said at the end of the day on that last paragraph where he said we're powerful, influential, and successful. But imagine if we tried to link up together and build communities, because I've talked about on this podcast multiple times that black folks don't have a community. We don't have a community. We have neighborhoods. We have black neighborhoods. A community is a place where you can get food, a place where you can bank, a place where you can get pharmaceutical products if you're sick, a place where you can take care of children, raise children if it's a hospital. That's a community. And we don't have that. Nowhere in the country. We have neighborhoods. So I agree with that statement, but I don't agree with Tyrese talking about the negative. What's positive about black? Like, that's something. I agree with things that Candace Owens say. I disagree with things that she say also. I disagree with Tyrese. Jason Whitlock, he say some crazy things too. But I agree with some of the things people say. And that's how we got to look at life in an objective way. We can't just remove somebody because we disagree with them at the moment, because they might say something later on in life that's valuable. Switch up the topic though, man. That got me a little crazy. Now, Jacquees and Trey Songz, what's up with this R&B beef, man? Beef. I never. Who done beefed in R&B? Chris Brown and somebody probably. Chris Brown beef with everybody. But who fights in the R&B? Like, Jacquees said some things about Trey Songz. He said he banned him from Atlanta and all type of stuff. But I seen the clip on Instagram and I was like, what these niggas talking about? I don't know what they talking about. What happened? Trey Songz ain't even said nothing still.
I ain't even gonna cap. I want the world to know this bitch ass nigga Trey Songz is a bitch. Period. This nigga's a bitch, bro. This nigga came in the club talking about rape. Fuck you talking about rape for a bitch ass nigga? Then you come outside the club and swing on your little brother. You's a bitch. Chris Brown the GOAT. You's a bitch, brother. About a bitch. That ain't even my bitch. You talking about bitches that's with these niggas? The workers? You talking about people that came with these niggas?
Oh.
Hey man, fuck you bitch ass nigga. You a rapist, bitch. And I don't give a fuck if you tell anybody anything about what we text you. Put the message on there, bro. Fuck you bitch ass nigga. You can never come around me. Fuck you, nigga.
He got his ass whooped. Nigga, that emotional. Like, you can, like, as you get, I get older in life, man. I'm 44, man. Your actions tell everything. He called them people the workers. Man, I might would have socked that nigga if I was working right there. I would have hit him too. It wouldn't have just been Trey Songz. You calling me a worker? You belittling me in my presence and then putting the camera in my face? I would have knocked that nigga clean out. Real talk. Don't put the camera in my face. That's not legal. Trey Songz whooped that nigga ass, man. That's what happened. That's all I know. He posted 4 of his dreads on Instagram. He all emotional about what happened, calling them a racist, talking bad about the people, calling them workers. You don't disrespect folk like that that's working for you, dog. Calling them workers. Now, we're getting through the topics kind of fast right now. Usher was on Club Shay Shay. Tennessee, we got to claim Usher. He's not from Atlanta. I know majority of the people that listen to my podcast, they from New York City. Usher is not from Atlanta, dog. He's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's like 45 minutes away from Atlanta. But we got to start claiming Usher. But this is what he said that caught my attention on Club Shay Shay.
It started, 30 years ago, man, when I decided that this is what I wanted to do and, had the support of my mama and a host of a lot of people, man. I mean, this journey is not just mine to celebrate. It's everybody that has something to do with it. From the beginning in Chattanooga, Tennessee, making my way to Atlanta, signing with a record company at 14 years old, then having this incredible journey, finding music, finding producers, finding sources of inspiration, and then moving on to other areas, finding artists and working and collaborating with other people. So I celebrate all of that leading up to that moment. So if anything, if you want to take note, the preparation starts today.
Before I play my song, another one of the records off It Was All a Dream album, I want to say something about that right now. Because a lot of my failures in life came from not being prepared. Me and my wife was just talking today. We went to the gym together. We had a splendid time. Worked out, did a little cardio, light weights, heavy repetitions, meal prep for the week, washed the cars, filled the tank up. Success comes in the preparation. Be prepared for what's to come. Adversity. Have your meals ready. Have your body prepared for war. Work out. Have your mind prepared for war. Get yourself prepared. You can't be successful without being prepared. That's what Usher's saying. He said, it took 30 years to prepare for this moment for me to perform at the Super Bowl. Your preparation might not be for the Super Bowl. Your preparation might be for that mansion or that house that you've been riding by for 20 years. Your preparation might be for that car or that child that you're about to raise or that degree that you've been wanting your whole life or that job. That's what you've been preparing for. That's what you've been reading for. That's what you've been working out for. That's what you've been sacrificing for. Preparation. I like that.
I ball like Kobe 2-4. Niggas didn't want me to blow. It was all a dream for sure. Now I'm up and not looking back. Did the racks, now it's deposits. Life is good when you have options. Niggas cap, never been popping. The diamonds ain't real, player, just stop it. All we do is the VV. Shine so bright the lanes can't see me. Been notorious, no biggie, did the Louis. Now I'm in Poochie, yo chick a groupie. Act unruly, niggas goofy, always moody. I'm a dog, call me Scooby. To this game, you niggas newbies. At Benny's, I just want sushi. Left the streets when shit got spooky. Kept it real, that was my duty. My team keep Drake's, I told the Uzi. Director of my own movie. Make sure the business runs smoothly. Yours truly been evolved. Beef I had won't be resolved.
Go check out the album, man. It Was All a Dream. I released 2 albums last year, Blessings and It Was All a Dream. And it ain't a track on none of them records that's mid. It's grown man. It's age appropriate records that are educational, influential, and I want to see all my brothers win. I want them to get some sort of like knowledge from those records. If you come up from the streets, if you come up in a different lifestyle, you should be able to relate to those records, man. But I'm going to get into the political podcast part of this episode, and we're going to get up out of here, man. And Nikki Haley was on the Breakfast Club, right? She addressed a few things. Me being in North Carolina, I'm concerned about the Carolinas. I live, like, I can I'm in Charlotte, but I could ride a bike 10 minutes and be in South Carolina. I'm kind of telling my location, to be honest with you, but it don't matter. I ain't in fear of anything. God got my back. But I'm concerned about things, and I see that Biden won he blew those folks out in the Democratic Party in South Carolina. And coming up soon, Nikki Haley and Trump will face off. All the other individuals, they bowed out of the race. But she went on the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club, man, they Charlamagne, we don't need them to go nowhere. And I'm excited about Jess Hilarious being an addition to the show. But she said some things that caught my attention, man.
What they don't realize is politics is the art of distraction. The more they do that, the more motivated I get. Because it's everything that's wrong with politics. Mm-hmm. It's everything that's wrong in this country that we have to clean up. So I do this. I'll take the pain. I'll take whatever it is. I'm a tough girl. I can handle it. Politics is not personal for me. This is about the fact that we can't be okay with our country like this. We can't be okay with two 80-year-olds running for president. We can't be okay with the fact that, look, the 75% of Americans are saying they don't want a Trump-Biden rematch. The majority of Americans disapprove of Trump and disapprove of Biden. You know, both these fellas put us trillions of dollars in debt that our kids are never going to forgive them for. At what point do we not say, you know what, maybe we need to go with a new generational leader? Mm-hmm. These older guys don't want to let go of the power. That's what this has always been. But the problem is, look at what happened after the New Hampshire election. So we got 43%. We started with 14 candidates in the race. You know, one by one, we got rid of the fellas, right? So then it's me and Trump going in. I started with 2% in Iowa. I ended up with 20%. We go to New Hampshire, we get 43%. Now, the way to look at that is Trump, as an incumbent, didn't get 43%. Mm-hmm. He's so upset, he throws a temper tantrum on stage and talks about revenge.
I had to play something that I agreed with from her because I'm not the type of person to like continuously kick people's back in. When she said that politics is the art of distracting people, she said a lot when she said that. And are we in a bad place with like intellectual individuals and political individuals that we have to settle for two being that's almost 80? Or is that the powers that be want it to stay the way it is? Like they want this power structure to remain the way it is. I'm not going to say nothing. I know what I was about to say. They want it to remain the way it is. So when I think about that, I was for Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but out of all the people that I've seen so far, I would have liked Vivek Ramaswamy to be the president because I think that the military has people that will make the right decisions for the military, in the military, for the United States. I don't think he's a military man. We haven't had a person that was in military since George Bush, and he was in the military in a minimal. I don't know how many years he did, but he wasn't like a super military man. And we used to have presidents that was military men, but now it's more of a finances is our main interest. And I agree with her though about we don't need 80-year-olds, man, running this country. Real talk. And then she addressed her statement that I criticized her about
some of the stuff that you kind of stumbled over the last few weeks, right? Like when you say America has never been a racist country, I wonder then what did you consider the tragic shooting of Emmanuel AME? What was that? Was that motivated by racism?
Absolutely, it was motivated. But I don't think America's a racist country. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that America, when you look at all men should be created equal, you know, given life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We should strive to say, how do we make today better than yesterday? We are not a perfect country. We've got stains in our history that we should never repeat. But if I grew up as a brown girl in a small rural town, and my parents told me that I lived in a racist country, I would never have thought I had a chance.
I knew I grew up in a racist country, and I always believed I had a chance. I'm not saying my perspective is right or wrong, but I think children need to know the truth. I think children need to be educated at a different pace than we was educated. They need to know about sex immediately. This is me. I don't have children though. So don't take what I'm saying as like the word. I think kids need to be educated faster. They need to learn things faster. And Charlemagne, he presented an easy question to her because he asked her something that she has experienced as a governor. Was she a governor or a senator? I don't forgot the wine kicking in. She was a governor or a senator, but something that she's experienced with the AME church and with the white guy, the Caucasian guy going in there shooting up the people. So he presented an easy question to her that she could answer. And I just think that she needs to address racism because that's what we want. Trump is so blatantly honest and he puts everything on the table. He doesn't even have to talk about what he's going to do politically. He doesn't have to talk about policy. He don't have to talk about nothing. He is entertaining and talking about things that people want to hear. And he's going to win again. Sorry to tell y'all that, but I feel like Trump going to win again. It's just that Nikki Haley, she say some things. I'm an objective person. She say some things that's, and she say some things that I can agree with. But as black individuals, we need to be cautious about what we endorse, about what we support, about what we speak out against, about what we speak negatively against. We need to be educated on a different level, and we need to teach the youth faster, my opinion, because it's like they're trying to push us away. They're trying to get rid of us. Majority of the males are in the prison system or working somewhere that they are not happy with working. And the replacement is at the border, big dog.
My brother, you are absolutely right. The replacements for Black America are at the border right now. The replacements for Black America are at the border, right? Oh, yes. The replacements for Black America are at the border right now. What did Joe Biden say on the news yesterday? What did your president, your Democratic president, say on the news yesterday when he was questioned about the border crisis? What did President Biden say on the news yesterday when he was questioned about the border crisis? President Joe Biden said, "It is a problem, but we will just have to deal with it for now. It is a problem, but we will have to deal with it for now." Let me ask you a question.
Salute to Dr. Omar, man. Appreciate that perspective, my brother. We got to get our shit together, dog. It's just my perspective. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Hit the like button, share the show, leave something in the comment section. And I asked y'all on the audio versions from Spotify and Apple Podcasts to leave like a review, a rating on Apple Podcasts for me. It would be highly appreciative. And if you want to see the channel elevate and continue to grow, leave something in the cash out. Wavy Neutron, man. Stay wavy, y'all. Peace, love, plenty, abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm out. Chip.